This here is a game I created in GW Basic a long time ago, and it's been a long time since I've played it. Uh, I never really got bored of it. I still to this day I think it's a fun game, but there's just been so many other games to play. It's been a while since I've been here, but I just thought I would revisit this game today, and probably a lot of it I'm going to remember pretty clearly, but there's probably some things that I will have forgotten about. And that sound there, I'm running this in DOSBox, so that's not exactly how I remembered that intro sounding. It was close, but not exactly the same. And yeah, this is the main screen here, and all these options here. You just scroll up and down through them and click on whichever one you want to go to. This is a basketball game, but it's not like it's a well, I called it N.B.A. general manager. You kind of like play the role of a general manager. You're not a player. You're not taking shots in this game. You're just deciding who plays and who doesn't play. Like if I want to take this guy out and, well, actually out of the starting lineup, yeah, and put Dirk in, I can go like that. Now Dirk is in, so yeah, here's my starting five. Here's my subs. And you notice there's only 8 players here. I believe back then and still today, an NBA team has 12 players. You can have up to 12, but you don't need to have 12 in this game. You only need to have 8, if I remember correctly. And sometimes, from what I remember is you can't even afford to have 12. But even if you could afford, you wouldn't want to do it because would you want to have one expensive, really good player or 4 lower paid players? So in this game anyway, it seems like it's always better to spend your money on one good player instead of having 4 not so good players. So I'll try to get to a game here pretty quick, but first let's just look at some of these screens here. Yeah, so this is all the players on your team and the ages, the contract length, and the salary you're paying them per year. And then this is just like I guess your balance sheet would be called. I don't know. Wow, I got a lot of unspent money. So I don't know if this team is any good here, but if they're not, I have not spent a large, almost 1/3 of my budget. My revenue was 17,000 last year, and I still have over 5,000 here to spend. So more than 1/3 of my well, almost 1/3 of my budget is still available if I need it. And this is where which player would you like to release? Okay, you can't sign a player here. If I wanted to release a player, or if I want to look at my financial situation or the player's ages or contracts, I guess this is what I would come here for. Okay, and then the one below it, that is where you would sign a player. So these are players that are available, and there's no negotiating. If you sign a player, this player is asking for 3 years at this much per year, and it's just either a yes or no. You pay that or you don't pay it. You get them for 3 years. You can't get 2 or 4. So it's just a yes or no thing. This game here, I don't know if I need to sign or release any players. This game here was actually played by me. This is my team. This is one of my games. But I think this is a game I last played about 5 years ago, so I have no memory of my team. I don't know if I need to sign anybody or release anybody. I don't know. Oh, and I'm just remember now. You can see there's some of the options are dark blue and some are this light blue right here. What that is the light blue options are not available to you for some reason or another. The dark blue options you can click on anytime you want. And so, yeah, some of the reasons that option might not be available, you have to have at least 8 players on your team, so that's why it won't let me cut a player. If I had 9 players, it would let me cut one. Start a new season. That option is only available to you at the end of the season. You can't start a new season in the middle of a season. Same thing with change the rehab budget. Oh, that's how much money you spend on injured players. You could just not put any money into that budget and spend on all your money on signing players. You could put more money into this, and then your players that get injured will heal a lot quicker. Then you'll have less money to sign players. And this option is also only available at the end of the season. Different stadiums, from what I remember, have pros and cons to them. I think some it's easier to win in, but you get less money or something like that. We'll look at that later. And we'll look at the one below it, retirement announcements. These two players, so what I remember about this game is one thing, it's a little bit different than real life. If you keep paying a player and keep signing them, they'll never retire. Like, you can have a 70-year-old player on your team. If you want to keep paying them, they will not retire. So basically, these two guys here are saying, we need to get paid now or we're retiring. Basically, what retiring means, they're out of the game. They're gone, and new players will come in and replace them. There's a fixed number of players in the game, and when two leave, two new ones come in. If I pay one of them, sign them and pay them, they won't leave. Oh, here's something down here. So this whole menu here is looking pretty familiar. I think I remember what everything here is, except, what is this? Read Sports Illustrated. That's how old this game is. Sports Illustrated was actually a thing when I made this game. I don't even know. Is Sports Illustrated still around? I don't even know if it's still here. I hope somebody will leave something in the comments. Is this still a magazine? If it is, I don't think it has as much influence or as big as it used to be. But anyway, I think I know what all this stuff does. I think I know what we're going to see when we go there, but I don't remember what this is. Read Sports Illustrated. That's weird. So let's see what this is. Oh, that's all it is. It's just one page of page 27. One page of Sports Illustrated. So my team is Wilmington, and I don't even live in Wilmington anymore, but I did live there when I created this game. And when you reset the game and start over, it asks you what you want your team name to be. I forget what the default is. That'd be interesting to see what the default name is. I know it's, well, I was going to say I know it's not Wilmington, but I don't know. Maybe it is Wilmington. But anyway, from what I remember, now this is looking familiar now that we're here. From what I remember, this thing's usually fairly accurate. It says I'm going to finish 5th in the division, so even though, like I said, I don't remember the players on my team, I don't know how good they are, I think I pretty much trust this, and I don't have any chance. With the current players, I don't have any chance to win the division. However, I do have a lot of money to spend. So, yeah, as soon as I saw that, now it looks familiar, but I did not remember what that was going in there. So, yeah, I want to try to play this a little bit faster, so I don't want to spend too much time making my decisions. But I want to try to win a little bit. Anyway, I didn't have this guy in as a starter before. I took him out just to show you how to move players, but I assume these must have been the 5 best players. And since Sports Illustrated says we're supposed to finish 5th, and I have a lot of money to spend, I guess let's go spend some money and try to sign a player. Yeah. So as far as signing a player, we can go right to the screen here, right here, and sign one right now, or we can. I remember. Yeah, here we go. Get a doctor's report. This does cost money. Oh, I gotta know who I'm trying to. Okay, it costs $50, and basically the doctor's going to tell me how healthy he thinks this player is. I think maybe we will do this, but I don't know which player to click on. I mean, I don't think I want a doctor report on a player I've already signed. I don't even remember which players are on my team. So I guess you have to go to sign a free agent screen first before you get a doctor report. And then you can get a scouting report, but just like the doctor, oops, I'm trying to click with my mouse. Okay, if I want a new scouting report, it's $75, and I just have to click on which player I want a scouting report on. But yeah, I kind of forgot about this, but these are the last 12 scouting reports I paid the $75 for, and just so you don't have to remember them, it lists the last 12 on the screen. And the scouting report is very simple, just like this whole game. Everything in this game is very simple. Basically, a scout just tells you how many points a game he thinks a player will average. And as you see right here, I did 2 scouting reports on G. Pizer, and one scout said 12 and one said 8. So this is not an exact number. The more times you scout, better picture you'll get of how good they probably are, but it costs money each time. All right, well, let's try to hurry up and get to a game, but we got to sign some player here first. Sign a player. These are the ones available. From what I remember, the ones that want a lot of money are generally best. And, you know, these players get worse as they get older. So this player, Horst J, is the most expensive one on the board, and I can afford it by easily. And he's kind of young, so let's just sign Horst J. And if you get a doctor report or a scouting report, you should do it before you sign them, but I'm just going to sign them and then just do the reports just to show it. So Horst is on our team. Okay, Horst is on the team. Let's see what a scouting report on Horst is. Or did we already do one? Maybe no, there's none on here. Okay, where is he? I guess these players are in alphabetical order. Yeah, there he is. So this scout thinks he'll score 27 a game. I guess that's pretty good. And let's do that doctor report thing. Not that I really want one, I just kind of want to show it. Here it is. Currently, Horst J is not injured. Horst J should be around for a while. He looks fine, okay. All right, well, let's put him in the lineup and then play some games. So to put him in, we got to take out somebody. So I don't know. I could look at the stats, but let's hurry up and get to the game. Just take out anybody. We'll put Horst in for Ruben. And then Ruben was a starter, so we still want him in the game. We still want him to play. We'll put him in for that player. Yeah, so as you see, now that I have 9 players, 1 player is actually not going to play. So these 5 players will get the most time. These 3 players will get a little bit of time. And anyone on this list, there could be up to 4 on this list, if I had 12 on the team, they will not get any time. They will not be scoring. And so we'll play a game now. There's 2 ways to play it, with quarter-by-quarter scoring off or on. We'll turn it on, and then I'll turn it off the next game just to show you what that is. So I'm going a little slow here because I haven't played this in a long time, and I'm explaining how it works. But this is actually a game that's supposed to be played real fast. You'll see there's no detail in these games. Play your next game. Yeah, it just shows how much my opponent scored in the first quarter. Then me, and then my opponent. And I have quarter-by-quarter scoring on, so it's showing each quarter. If I had quarter-by-quarter scoring off, it would just show the final total of the game. So we won that game pretty easily. I don't even know. Was that the first game of the season? I don't even know. We haven't looked at that screen yet. So, yeah, and this is how many points obviously each player got. No, the scout said Horst would average 27. He got right on 27. This is how many minutes each one played. So, wow, Dirk. We have Durkin as a starter, and he only scored 3 points. So I think we're taking. Well, we'll give Dirk a couple few more games chances, but if he plays 30 minutes and scores 3 points, we'll take him out. Okay, yeah, I just said I was wondering if it was the first game of the season. No, there's 82 games in a season, and there's 77 left, so obviously this isn't my first game, and this tells where you are in the division. I guess we're tied for first. It says games behind 0. And what I remember about this game, only the winner of the division goes to the playoffs. You have to win. If you don't win, no playoffs for you. Play another game here pretty quick, but first, yeah, we'll look at the standings here. Yeah, we're 4-1. We're tied with Philadelphia. There actually is a built-in home advantage in this game. I don't remember exactly how I programmed that, but I know it was built in. Okay, this screen shows the year. We're in 1967. So the N.B.A.'s first season was 1946. So if you reset this game and all the stats and players and all your money goes away and you start over, it goes back to 1946. It starts from year 0, and there's no end to it. It just goes on forever. GM, I guess I think when that's the role you're playing. I think if you reset the game, it asks you to enter your name. And, well, that's how long ago I made this game, because that's not my name, but there was a time when I had a cat named Franco and a cat named Sergio, so I guess that's why I chose that name there. So we're going to play Orlando away next game. Orlando's not in our division, so I guess all wins are good, but it's not as important to win that game. And so I'll just I'm going to turn quarter by quarter scoring off just to show you that one. We'll play the next game. And, whoa, that's a lot of points, and a win by a lot of points. And Dirk only got 1 point. Okay, Dirk has to come out. We'll give Vic a try. Vic hasn't been, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll put, in only 7 minutes, Ruben got 5 points. Maybe we'll put Ruben in for Dirk. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Where's Dirk? Oh, wait, Dirk is not a starter. He got a lot of minutes, though. Oh, I said 30 minutes, I think, the first game. So that made me assume I had him in as a starter, but he's not in as a starter. But still, we'll give Vic a try. And then I'll try to get through the season pretty quick and play these games pretty quick, but just a few more screens we haven't looked at. Look at career stats. So we'll look at Dirk's career. Oh, this is only his second year. So we're in 1967. Yeah, it shows what year they were born, so that would mean it would be 31. Yeah, okay, that's what it says there. Oh, wow, Dirk averaged 18 a game last year. Oh, 18 minutes, not 18 points. Oh, his points average was horrible. Okay, Dirk's not good. And let's see another screen we haven't looked at yet. Okay, reset the league. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Now, if I do remember, I put something in here so you couldn't click. You couldn't erase the whole game by mistake. Yeah, you have to type in the word yes in all capital letters. We're not going to do that. I made it hard to, well, not hard, but you can't do it by accident. So, yeah, so if you click on that, I forget how much money you start with in this game, but you go back to the starting amount of money. All these players get erased. All new players come into the game, and you're back in 1946. And if you look at any stats, every stat will be 0. There'll be nothing there. Okay, read the sports almanac. We haven't looked at that yet. Yeah, okay, so you can see I started in 1946, and 1966 was the last season. So 20 seasons. In 20 seasons, we won the championship 2 years and made the playoffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah, I don't know. I guess That's pretty good. 2 championships in 20 years, I guess it's pretty good. Not amazing, but I guess it's okay. This year, wow, 65 won 70 games and didn't even make the conference finals. I don't know what happened there. That was the most wins any season, no NBA championship. And, yeah, last year we finished second in the division, so I guess I'm inheriting a fairly decent team. Oh, and there's more screens. I thought that was going to take us out of here. What? Scoring leaders by year, okay. I don't even remember if any of these players are still on the team. I don't know. Alright, is there any other screens we didn't look at? Read Guinness record book, okay. Wilmington team records. It just shows my team records, not the whole league. Alright. Well, we've seen that screen. Oh. I thought that was going to take me back to the main screen. I guess you have to cycle through every record screen to get back to the main screen. Most points by a player in one game. And this is just my team. It's not listing a team, so it's just on my team. Any player scored on my team, 54, 1948. Okay. Most points in a season, and once again, this is just my team. It's not showing any stats for other teams, just the players on my team. Highest paid players. Okay, I guess that's interesting. I don't know if that helps win the game in any way, or make your team better, but I guess it's interesting to look at. Most games played in a career. T. Oaks had the most games. Alright. And I haven't even had enough players to fill the whole board. I haven't had 40 players in my 20 years. Retire, anyway. Wow, how many of these screens are there? Most money earned in a career. Okay, that's like the last screen. I guess it's interesting. I don't know how that helps me win games. More screens. Most points scored in a career. I believe in the regular N.B.A. there's some players that are 20,000 plus, so that's not super impressive for the best player ever. John M., 13,000. All right, we're back here finally. So I'm going to play some games real quick, but is there any other screens we haven't looked at yet? All right, miscellaneous help. I don't want to go through that. That just basically explains the game, which I'm already doing verbally, so there's no need to look at that. Check the line. Philadelphia at Wilmington is the next game. Wilmington favored by 20. Wow. We blew out that last team, and they think we're going to blow out this team. Yeah, so I've only played 2 games here, but I'm thinking this could be a championship season by how much we won the last game and how much we're favored in this game. And Philadelphia is leading the division right now, so we're favored by 20 against the best team. That's looking pretty good. And there's an over-under, too. I don't think you can bet on that in this game, but I don't know. I guess that's interesting. Check player energy. I think that's the only screen. Yeah, I just remember this from this screen. They're more likely to get injured as their energy bar goes down, and if it gets too low and you want to raise it up again, I know it goes up if you take them out of the game. Take them out of a game, just have them not play. I think it might go up a little bit if you take them out of the starting lineup and put them in as a sub, but I'm not really sure. But I know if you're a sub, it definitely doesn't go. It doesn't use as much energy as being a starter. And name change. I thought you could only do that at the beginning or the end of after you reset the game. But I guess you can do that anytime. Enter player name. What if I don't enter anything? What will be my name? Oh, and home city. I'm just defaulting. Okay, so now, what is my team name and what is my name? Because I didn't answer that. I let it go to default, and I don't know what defaults are. Okay. Oh, defaulted to Franco search. All right, if you don't enter a name, uh, your team, your name is Franco Sergio. Oh, and Wilmington was the default. Yeah, okay. All right, so I think we've seen everything. Let's play some games, and we won't do this quarter by quarter. We'll just do it. We're gonna play a bunch of games fast now. Easy win against Philadelphia, the first place team. Oh, Vic S is injured over here. I see. So players play when they're injured in this game, if I remember correctly. But they're really bad. Like you don't want them in the game if they're injured, from what I remember. And it doesn't go into any detail what kind of injury. So maybe it's like just a hangnail or something. I don't know. But from what I remember, you don't want them in the game if they're injured. So next game, crushed Washington, and we are the division leader. If we can stay there, we'll make the playoffs. Crushed New York, but we didn't. Philadelphia, I believe, is in second place. They must have won also because we're still one game ahead. Another easy win. We're one game ahead. Wow, somebody else who's sticking with us. We keep winning, but we're not gaining any ground here. Philadelphia's 9-2. Okay, so you can see Vic's this number is injured, and this number next to Vic lets you know approximately how many games he will be out for. He should be totally healed and healthy and ready to go again when that number reaches 0. And from what I remember, they heal faster or slower depending on, okay, this one here, the rehab budget, which I can't change now. I don't know what I got it set on. Let's see if we click on what happens. Yeah, nothing happens. So I don't remember what this is. Oh, I know how to check what it's set on. Yeah, that's right. I think this screen will show you. Yeah, rehab budget is set on 0, so I didn't check that. I didn't look at that before I started the season. But since I spent no money there, this is going to be this number will go down slow. And from what I remember, if you can spend different amounts. The more you spend, the faster that player will heal. It doesn't. If you have a high rehab budget, it doesn't stop players from getting injured, but when they do get injured, they come back faster, from what I remember. All right, more games. An easy win again, still only one game ahead. I don't know if this team's ever going to lose. We're just crushing everybody. Yet we're still only... All right, now we're 2 games ahead. Philadelphia must have lost. Oh, yeah. Of course, we played Philadelphia, and we won. So, I don't know. This is looking super easy. We're just winning every game. Wow, the games are getting closer now. We're still winning. Oh, Boston beat us at home. I still got a 3-game lead. Well, things are going pretty good here. Vic is going to be available next game, but things are going good. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm just leave Vic on the bench. Wow, I didn't remember that I left this team in such good shape, such good condition. Yeah, like when we were looking earlier here, this you can tell. I mean, this game's obviously not super hard. I won 2 N.B.A. championships in 20 years and made the playoffs 5 times, so it's obviously not super hard, but it's not as easy as this season is making it look. In fact, there's a 23-win season, 24, 2 6th-place finishes, some 5th and 4th. So this one season that I'm showing you here is making this game look super easy, but as you can see from looking at those stats, this game is not as easy as it's looking right now. I guess when I quit this, however many years ago I played this, I left myself with a really good team, but I did not remember that. Oh, wow, 151 points. That's a lot of points. 9 games ahead. Coming up on halfway through the season. We're still not even halfway through. I don't think there's any. I think it's over at this point. We're in the playoffs. Let's just get there. I don't see any way we could not win this division and make the playoffs. All right, just to see what happens, I'm going to leave that injured guy in there and see, does he, 2 things. One, does he recover? Like, will they recover if they're playing with an injury? And how bad is he? First, to see how bad he is, let's see how much he usually, K-Mon, however you say that. Where is he? Where's that? Average points. Oh, he's the best player on the team. The best player on our team got injured. Here, just 30. He's averaging 31.2. So let's see how far off 31.2 he is. Where is he? There. 23 points. That's a lot lower. We still won. Now, his injury number was at 8. Yeah, it got lower. Even if he's playing, it still gets lower. So I guess we could just leave him in. K-Mon. Moan. Maybe it's Moan? 26? Well, he's still playing good. He must not be a serious injury. He's still scored the most points. I don't think there's any reason to do anything different. Winning again. Oh, there's a loss. Dirk had 1 point. The injured came on 16 points. And now he's back at full strength, and we only lost 1 game, I think. He was injured. Let's get to the end of the season so you can see the playoffs. We're definitely in the playoffs here. And there isn't many sounds in this game, as you can see here, but I believe I put different sounds in if you win the division, if you win the playoffs, if you win the conference championships. And I think the sound I like the most, I know there's a cool sound if you win the N.B.A. championship. I remember that sound. I'm not sure if it makes any new sounds for a win of the division or the playoffs, but we'll see. But yeah, I remember that cool sound I put in here for the N.B.A. championship. I don't know if I'll be able to show you an N.B.A. championship here. I don't know if we can win. We're crushing this division, but obviously when we play the playoffs, we go outside of the division. Still 26 games left. I feel like I was playing pretty fast, but there's still 26 games left. Let's get through this. Usually when I have a good team, I like to slow it down a little bit and have the quarter by quarter scoring on and watch it. Usually when I just go through games, oh, he's injured again. 49 games. That's like the rest of the season in the playoffs. Usually when I go through, let's see what his yeah, it's pretty low, but they're all pretty low. Oh, Vic S is like super high because I haven't had him in all season. But yeah, what I was saying is usually I play really quick and have quarter by quarter scoring off when my team's real bad. When your team's bad and you know you're not making the playoffs, I just hold the button down basically and just get through the season super fast just to get to the next season. And then I'll just finish out these last 8 games, then we'll look at the stats, and then we'll play the playoffs here. All right, we're gonna win the division here. Is it gonna make some kind of cool sound? Oh, we lost to Detroit, but we still won the division by 23 games. Oh, actually, that was the sound that I thought was when you win the N.B.A. championship. Played it for winning the division. And yeah, it sounded pretty good, but DOSBox isn't playing it as clear as I remember when it used to be played on a DOS computer. Okay, we're playing Seattle in the playoffs. I'm just gonna go. Are we the favorite here? We're favored, but not by like 20, like when we were playing teams in our division here. Oh, maybe this team's tougher, but also maybe it's because our star is injured here. But he's playing. He scored pretty good last time he was injured. So, yeah, I think this is a best of 7. I probably said on that last screen, but I don't think I read it. Oh, wow, different color for the playoffs. I didn't remember that. Uh-oh, Seattle crushed us. At home, we got crushed. K-Mon. I'm going to take Dirk out and put Vic in. See what... It can't hurt. I don't know if it's going to help, but it doesn't say how many games. It can't help to put Vic in. I mean, it can't hurt to put Vic in because Dirk only scores 1 point a game. It can't be worse than that. So, Vic got 1 point also, and we won that game on the road. So both teams won on the road and lost at home. Oh my God, we got 3 injuries here. I guess I guess I just shouldn't. I think you're not supposed to just play everybody 82 games. I think that's what, if I remember now, I think that's kind of like you got to give players a rest. Well, I sort of forgot that, but also I was trying to play fast just for the purposes of this video to get to the end of the season. But yeah, I think if you're really trying to win, you need to rest players sometimes because we could actually be in trouble here with 3 injured players. How many games did we win this season? Yeah, we were 73-9, clearly the best team in the N.B.A., and we may not win a championship now due to 3 players come up injured at playoff time, and that just makes me think that might be what happened in this season when we won 70 games and couldn't even make the conference finals. I bet something similar happened. I think, yeah, now it's kind of coming back to me. That's how this game works. You just can't just play all your players all the time. All right, well, even with 73 wins, I actually think we're going to lose now with 3 injuries. Oh, only 95 points. I think that's the lowest we scored all season. And if it's best of 5 and we lose this one, the season's over. But I think it's best of 7. We lost. Okay, it is best of 7, but I think we're done. Yeah. Oh, 86 points. Finished the season with the worst game of the season. And yeah, that was all. The playoffs isn't harder than the regular season. That's not how this game works. It just, all of a sudden, our team got really bad, and we started losing in the playoffs because of this. If we would have done something about this, I think we would have just cruised through and won an N.B.A. championship really easily. So now, you can see this start a new season blinking. You can click that anytime you want to, but as soon as we click it, a few things will happen. All these, the all-time stats will stay in the game, but this one season stats will all go back to 0. Everything will be back to 0 if we start a new season. And all the players will age 1 year when I click on start a new season. So let's do that. And I wonder if these injuries are going to be gone. Do they stay the same or do they heal in the off season? Let's see. Please wait. What? Oh yeah, that's right. When we looked at retired announcements, we didn't sign them, so they retired. So 2 new players are coming into the league to replace them. Who knows if they're good or bad? I don't know, but there will be 2 new players. Okay, we ended last season with 9 players, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess 2 players are on the last year of their contract, and we can either re-sign them or we can get new players to replace them. I don't know why we can't click on retirement announcements. I don't know. I guess maybe there are no players retiring after this season. Well, I'm going to... Yeah, wait a minute. What's it? This is 67, right? Yeah, no, that was 67. This is 68. So I'm going to do another video playing the 1968 season. I'll upload that sometime. Maybe I'll go a little slower and try to win and rest some players. I'm pretty, even though we lost 2 players, I'm sure I still got a pretty good team here. So I'll do that sometime. But that's all for this one. This is long enough. I'm gonna end this one here. So I'll see you next time in 1968.